Yes, hello. Today we're going to be reviewing the new cards from Extradimensional Crisis. It's the new set coming out May 29th? Yeah, it's Thursday. So crazy how fast things are just like coming along. But anyways, let's actually just go over these real quick because we're going to look at pretty much all of the cards, and I'm just going to review them really quickly and give you like just snapshot judgments as to where I think they're going to land. We got Buzzwole EX. I think that this card is definitely okay. I have some issues with it only because punch for 2 energy feels very high. But then again, at the same time, we have another card that really changes that. So I'm going to reserve judgment for this card a little bit. I'm going to be more lax, basically. I think this card will be good. It's just a matter of how good. It's hard for me to tell because this one in a vacuum sucks. In a vacuum, it's not a good card. However, with support around it, it could be amazing. So like I said, in a vacuum, it's bad. With support, I think it's actually decent. Or pretty good even. That's as much as I can say on this card. However, for this card, I definitely see this card being very helpful. I'm not going to say it's meta-defining, but it is definitely helpful for my baby Clodsire. I love my Clodsire. Anyways, more poison increases the damage from poison, so that's really good. And New Wave is decent, so but it's mainly used for its ability. I don't think you're going to be using it for anything outside of that. So, and then we got Guzzlord EX. Tyrannical Hole is, just for 4 energy for 120, fine. It's solid. However, Grindcore, this attack is scummy. It's just absolutely scummy. I absolutely hate these coin flip effects. It's essentially for 2 energy, Team Rocket Grunt, but 30 damage on top of that. Like, whether or not you actually get that off, I don't think matters too much. The fact of the matter is, when you see the card that supports this, you're going to really hate this card. I think I already don't like this. Whether this card is going to be good or not, that doesn't matter. I already hate this card. This card just annoys me. So I think it will be as impactful as Team Rocket Grunt, honestly. Maybe a little bit more, but beyond that, it's just... I just don't like this card. So I think... it's going to be just a bit more impactful than that, and that's about it. Celesteela is an interesting one. This one is only going to be used for its ability. I doubt it's going to be used for its attack because coin flipping to do nothing is just really bad. That's just how it is. But once during your turn, you may switch your active Ultra Beast with one of your benched Ultra Beasts. That's automatically good, considering almost all of them have high retreat cost. Yeah, this card's going to be good. At least for just setting up and being able to play more of an Ultra Beast-like deck. All right, here's where... this is the big one. This actually bothers me. We have finally... whatchamacallit? What's the word I want to say? We have power-crept Farfetch'd. Kartana! Meet Kartana! Thrash Metal, 40 damage for 1 fecking grass energy. Do you understand how broken that is? Why? Look at... the type of mon it is. It's a grass mon. Do you know what that means? Do you understand what that means? It means Leaf Cape. You get a base 90 mon for 40 damage. What the feck? What the actual feck? And then Veramosa, also a grass type, and it's basically doing, as a basic, we have basically power crept Lopunny. In pretty much everything except for, I think, HP pool. I think that's the only thing we didn't power creep. But as a basic, it does as an attacker, it does the exact same thing. It's just stupid. And then Xurkitree is interesting. I mean, Electronica is an okay attack for 3 energy, considering what you're going to see. Again, a lot of this doesn't look very overwhelming until I show you the supporter for it. At least the main one that they wanted to reveal. And then this is blurry, but it's basically saying that your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused, which is an okay status effect, but it's easy to get out of. So, I don't know. We'll have to see if this is any good, but it's definitely interesting. And also having 2 colorless definitely helps. Then we have Naganadel. I probably butchered that name. Electro House, 40. Your opponent's Pokemon is now active, is now poisoned. Solid Mon. I mean, that really, really helps out with Claudie. So, yeah, I like Clodsire. Sue me. Actually, don't sue me. You should like Clodsire, too. Or else I'll sue you. Anyways, yeah. As you can see, they all have high retreat costs. So, definitely Celesteela is like an idea. Alternatively, we have Stakataka, which I'm interested in, because this could be interesting with Solgaleo. I'm not saying it's going to be good with Solgaleo. I'm just saying it will be interesting. It will be interesting to test it out. On paper, it doesn't look good, but, you know, that's the thing. On paper, nothing, like, something can look amazing or something can look bad, and then you play it out and it turns out completely different from what you expected, or sometimes it's exactly as you expected. So, I'm still going to try it out. I want to see if my boy Solgaleo can get something good out of Stakataka, because, I mean, the high HP cost, I mean, the high HP is good, and the retreat cost doesn't matter with Solgaleo, so, you know, that sort of thing. So I'm really hoping that Stakataka could do something with this. But if not, then in that case, you know, I'll just have to go back to the drawing board. And then we got Blaspheilon. I can't pronounce that, and I'm not going to try anymore. Beat Punk. So 130, and then it takes 70 damage to itself. I feel like this card, like, in a vacuum, is really bad. But that's in a vacuum. Like, again, a lot of these cards are not looking... Like, not all these cards look good outside, like, when we're considering all support. So, but in a vacuum, it looks pretty bad. But we have to also remember that 130 is the exact same amount that Giratina does. And it's for 1 less energy. And I'm now going to show you what the next card is. Or soon, actually. Better to say. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We're going to skip some things, and then we'll go back. Lusamine. We're just going to go straight to Lusamine. So this card can only be used if your opponent has taken at least 1 point, and then you choose one of your Ultra Beasts, attach 2 random energy from your discard pile to that Pokemon. Now, this card is slow, so whether or not this is actually, like, super relevant, we'll have to see. But if the meta is anything to go by, these turns can take quite a bit, so Lusamine could actually be played, in which case... There is a spot for Blaspheilon, or whatever you have pronounce this. But again, I'm probably wrong. I think that this card is going to be bad. I think the main cards to look out for when it comes to these cards specifically will be Naganadel, Kartana Pheromosa, Celesteela, Guzzlord, and Buzzwole. I think those are the cards to look out for. The rest, eh. And then we got Tapu Koko EX, so I just want to go over this. So basically, Plasma Hurricane for 20, take an energy from your energy zone attached to this Pokemon. So essentially, turn 1, if you're going second, you deal 20. Turn 2, you're Mac Bolting immediately. I mean, that's solid. It's a solid card. I don't know how it's going to fare just because Oricorio exists. And 90 is not breaking any thresholds unless you have Guzma and you remove their cape. So we'll see. We'll see, and that's not including if they use potion or any healing item, healing trainers or items. So yeah. Then we got type null. So quick blow, 20, flip a coin, does 20 more. We're gonna have to assume that Silvally is also coming out, so we can evolve into it, like evolve on top. So I can't really judge this card as it is. I mean, in a vacuum, it's fine for a basic with 80 HP, dealing 20 damage. Fine, and potentially 40. Again, fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with this card. So, yeah. I mean, the only big thing is it's weak to fighting, so that could be a problem. But otherwise, but we expected that. It's a colorless. And so, yeah. And then the last card that they didn't show on the Reddit. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But if I can't, I'm not even going to bother. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to... no, I'm not going to play that because, you know... oh, here we go. Some more cards here. So Ultra Microzma is also coming. So there you go. Discard the top 5 cards of each player's deck. Shoegaze, my bad, 120. It's a promo card, so just letting you know. And then we got Photon Claw for 60 for 3 energy. Again, I think this will be really good with Lusamine, but outside of that, it's not going to do much. It does require a lot because it's 2 Psychic, 2 Steel. But who knows? Maybe you can finally make the Sun and Moon unite. Go check out that short if you haven't seen that already. And then we got Poipole, 2-step, flip 2 coins. This attack does 20 damage for each heads. I mean, everything looks cool. I'm excited for this set. you know, it that sort of thing. I think that this will be a pretty cool set. How impactful it will be is hard to say, but I can definitely say that just like if we take the trend of every single set prior, it has always made an impact. It has always elevated the game a little bit in some way, or you know, in some cases, people may say it ruined the game. But honestly, I think it's just going to change the dynamics of the game. I think it's going to shake up the meta, and I think that's a really good thing. So with that being said, that's the Widgio. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a salty day, and I will see you in the next Widgio.